Welcome to Wander Mode, a podcast that wanders through topics such as entrepreneurship, traveling, and mamahood. As a teacher turned entrepreneur and a mama to one, I am sharing my tips and tricks to maintain harmony in a multifaceted life. Let's wander. Hey friends, I'm Julie Thomas, and this is episode 22. And today we are talking about the magic of being thankful. Before we jump into the 5 things that I am grateful for this year, let me share 2 really cool facts that makes gratitude so important. Fact 1, gratitude is like brain magic. Thinking about the good stuff in life helps our bodies and minds feel less stressed, more cheerful, mostly because our body is filled with endorphins. And these endorphins energize us rather than deplete us. Studies have shown that people actually feel happier and healthier when they say thanks for what they have instead of focusing on what is lacking in their lives. Mindset is a powerful superhero. It's how we see the world. And you know that saying, it's all in your head? Unfortunately, that's a true statement. If you focus on the bad stuff, you're going to see the bad. And if you focus on the good stuff, you're going to see the good. We might not notice it, but our mindset is like this lens through which we see our world. Making small changes and practicing good mindset hygiene, like looking at the positive side or being thankful for what we have, can powerfully shift the trajectory of your life. There was an article in Elevate that referenced this idea that we should clean out our mindsets on a monthly or quarterly basis, that we should actually be treating our minds a little more like the cars or the clothes that we clean with regularity. Definitely going to be sitting and pondering on that one for a little bit. Fact 2 is that gratitude strengthens friendships and bonds. Being thankful can make our connections with other people even stronger. And saying thank you, even though that is such a small thing, can show a ton of appreciation for the people and the things around us. This form of thankfulness builds this friendship fortress, and that fortress can then get us through the tough times that all relationships inevitably face. Now, it's pretty simple to think about how we are grateful for the friends in our lives, right? But get this, a study by John Templeton found that many of us forget to show gratitude or thankfulness at work. Guess what? We spend most of our days at work, and so we're missing out on all of these positive vibes in a major way. Emotions are contagious, and sharing things like smiles in a hallway, or smiles in a break room, or kind words in emails, or giving somebody praise in front of another colleague, those things can make a huge difference while you are at work. John Gordon's quote, "Your team will remember very little of what you said, but they will remember 100% of how you made them feel," rings so true. So, thinking about these happy effects, and since it is the season of Thanksgiving, I am choosing to focus on gratitude today. I want to share 5 things that I am grateful for this year. And I'm going to get real specific here, friends. Gratitude number 1 is living in a time of possibility. I am incredibly thankful for living in a time where amazing things are happening for women. It's like having this giant canvas where I can paint my dreams, I can write my future, and I can rewrite my story anytime I want. That is so powerful. And being in this time of possibility has allowed me to share my voice and my thoughts through a podcast. And this podcast has really been a lifeboat pulling me out of a lot of doubt about leaving my teaching job. It helped me walk through how my life was changing, and it really allowed me to see myself in a new light. You want to know what's super cool? I'm actually starting to notice a community of awesome women forming around it. And I appreciate the comments from those of you that are listening, because my main goal with this podcast is that you can find something to relate to. And I truly want to be a person that you feel like you can approach, and I want you to feel seen. Cool things happen when we share our voices, and I am loving every bit of it. So, a big thanks to those of you who have joined the Wander Mode community. Gratitude number 2, the joy of traveling again. After dealing with COVID, being back on the road or up in the skies has sort of been like finding the missing piece of a puzzle. You know that travel is a huge deal in our family, and we just love exploring new places and soaking in different cultures. COVID was challenging for a lot of reasons. People getting sick, the lives that were lost, and the limitations on seeing family members. And mainly because of my pregnancy, we had a lot of limitations, even with Ben, seeing things like ultrasounds. And we barely fit into the new rules that even allowed a support person to be in the delivery room. But beyond that, the feeling of being stuck and not being able to move around freely was really, really tough. This year, we're hitting the skies a lot as a family, and watching my daughter become more interested and curious about the trips that we're taking, including bringing home these special little treasures from each of her trips, is filling my heart with happiness. It confirms for me how valuable these trips are for our family. And the memories that we are making are going to stick with me forever. I am not just shaping her childhood, I am also crafting my motherhood. Gratitude number 3, my sweet daughter's kind heart. She has the sweetest heart. She takes such good care of her toys, her dolls, her little babies, and she'll even pretend to be the mom who's tucking me into bed, and her sweet little voice will sing one of our special songs, and then she'll give me a light kiss on my forehead before she closes her bedroom door, and it is my absolute favorite. We had our preschool conference last night, and her teacher shared that she is really such a kind and gentle friend to the other little ones that are in her class. And that is honestly the highest compliment that I could ever hear about my daughter. It is not just about her learning skills or how much knowledge she's taken in. I care deeply about who she is and how she treats other people. She is 3, so she still has her moments of sass, just like any other preschooler. Let's keep it real here. But when I see her being kind, I become an absolute puddle. I hope that she continues to be this strong force for love and goodness in our world. Gratitude 4, I finally joined a book club. And it's all thanks to my bestie's invitation. But here's the cool part. This book club is all about talking about a book. It is exactly my kind of club. I have tried other groups where I do my reading homework and then I show up only to find that it ends up becoming a social hour. But this group, it's like going on a magical book adventure with friends. It's not just about reading, it's about sharing our thoughts and like making this book become alive through engaging discussions. We do start with a social hour in order to get all the personal stuff out of the way, but then the main focus really becomes the book. And I'm learning a ton about myself as a reader, and I cannot wait to hear what everyone else thinks about the book on a monthly basis. Last night, after our book discussion, we shared what we would like to see happen in our lives over the next month. And it was an incredibly powerful moment, especially for some that had some pretty critical things going on in their lives. And I chose to manifest that I would love to be more confident when I'm sharing about my current career. I used to be so proud to say that I was a teacher. But now when I talk about what I do, I feel like I'm all over the place, like hot mess express over here, ladies. I will sometimes respond with, I run short-term rentals. I'm a vacation rental consultant. I'm a podcaster. Oh boy. So I shared this wish, and I do genuinely believe that in sharing it and putting it out there, I will in fact focus on it and figure out how to really own that part of the journey that I'm on. because although it's doing so many good things for me, there's something about projecting it or saying it out loud to someone in terms of what I'm doing that I tend to make myself small and sell myself short. So that's something that I'm going to work on over the next month. Gratitude number 5 is being embraced by yes women. Let's talk about something that is flooding my heart with gratitude right now. And it is being surrounded by women that are saying yes. These are the kind of ladies who are saying yes to their dreams, and they're cheering each other on as they're doing it. Let me tell you, it has been life-changing for me. The first wave of yeses came when 3 incredible women agreed to be on my podcast for interviews, and those episodes were absolute gems. I got to share the stories of powerful women that were taking very different life paths, and it fueled my decision to do even more interviews this season. The first one is actually coming up next week. Then came another big yes from my cheerleader and business coach, Courtney. She said, yes, I'm thrilled you joined the Adventurepreneur Academy cohort. And that simple yes threw me into this group of women who are all encouraging one another fiercely. We discuss grabbing our dreams, and we are making them happen through building online courses. We are all different with our unique businesses, and still there is this camaraderie as we venture into the unknown together. And we are experiencing a lot of highs and a lot of lows as a community. The highs would include increased followers, maybe a viral post, a fully booked course, money in the bank. The lows, feeling stuck on a module or needing to learn more about our niche or getting lost in the craziness that is social media. But here's the magic. We are keeping each other all afloat in a wave of positivity and shifting our mindsets. And it is powerful stuff, folks. And I am here for all of it. Yes, please, to more women supporting women. Now, it's your time to shine, my friend. Let's flip that mindset switch from what's not going right to what's going fantastically well. And instead of focusing on what is lacking, let's zoom in on what you got. We are ditching the tough stuff that is making life a bit bumpy right now. And we are going to give a big shout out to what is making your life smoother. So here are 3 dynamite strategies to get your gratitude game strong. 1, a gratitude journal. This is something that you could start doing every single day. Put a journal next to your bedside, and it could be the first thing you do in the morning or the last thing you do before you catch those Z's. One thing each day. That would seriously take you 30 seconds. 2, you could kind of meditate or ponder a person that is impacting your life positively right now and kind of hit that mental replay button, right? And think, what awesome things have I received from blank? And who is that person? Take that gratitude wave and put it into action. Shoot the person a note like pronto and thank them for being the awesome sauce that is happening in your life right now. 3rd and final is you could give yourself a visual reminder. So grab a Post-it note, scribble down a reminder to think of something that you're grateful for, and stick it where the magic happens. The bathroom. Every time you're brushing those pearly whites or perfecting your makeup game, let those positive vibes into your mind, almost like a little mini gratitude spa session for your brain. No more room for excuses, okay? Energy up, mindset switched, and gratitude game on. You got this. If you wandered to this point in the episode, thank you for listening to the Wander Mode podcast. Please leave a review and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at WanderModeCo. Reach me by email at julie@wandermode.co. Until next time, wander on.